welcome the anointed ones. They thought stripping you down to nothing would silence your spirit. They thought draining your resources, mocking your struggles, and pushing you to the edge of survival would bury your destiny. But chosen one, what they never saw coming was that bankruptcy is not your final chapter. What they meant for loss has been rewritten into a setup for overflow. Every empty account, every denied opportunity, every moment you stared at numbers that couldn't stretch far enough was never proof of abandonment. It was proof that heaven was preparing to intervene in a way so radical, so undeniable, that even your enemies will choke on the evidence. They tried to bankrupt you, but what they really did was trigger heaven's overfunding plan. You see, chosen one, they miscalculated your foundation. They thought money defined your value. They assumed if they could restrict your income, sabotage your work, or laugh at your lack, you would fold. They expected you to break because they never understood that your wealth was never limited to your wallet. They forgot that before a dollar ever touched your hands, favor was stamped on your life. They failed to realize that your identity wasn't tied to numbers on a screen, but to a covenant written in heaven. And now, while they're busy counting the coins they thought they stole from you, God is preparing to pour out resources they could never touch. Chosen one, lean in. That season of scraping by, of barely making it, of feeling humiliated while others paraded their success in front of you, was not punishment. It was positioning. Heaven needed you hidden in lack, so no one could claim they made you. Because when the overflow hits, there won't be a soul who can take credit for it. Not the boss who underpaid you, not the so-called friends who abandoned you, not the family that doubted you. No one will be able to say they funded you, because God made sure the only signature on your miracle would be His. Let's get real. They laughed at your setbacks. They whispered that you'd never recover. They pointed fingers and said, "See, if you were really chosen, you wouldn't be broke." But what they never understood is that being chosen isn't about avoiding hardship. It's about enduring hardship without losing your spirit. They thought bankruptcy meant you were finished. But bankruptcy in heaven's language means reset. It means every debt, every chain, every limitation that held you down has been canceled, wiped, erased. They thought they buried you, but they didn't know they were planting you. And now, the soil is breaking. The hidden seed of your destiny is rising. That small balance they mocked was just the silence before the symphony. And when the music plays, it will be loud enough to drown out every critic, every doubter, every manipulator who thought your story was over. Heaven is not just about to balance your books. Heaven is about to overfund you. Not enough to survive, but enough to shake systems. Enough to build legacies. Enough to shift entire generations. Do you realize why it had to be this way? Because sudden abundance without brokenness breeds arrogance. But sudden abundance after seasons of lack breeds stewardship. God needed you tested. He needed to see if you would worship when the fridge was empty. He needed to know if you would still praise when the rent was late. He needed to know if your faith was tied to dollars or to destiny. And you proved it. Every tear you cried while still whispering, "God, I trust you," was an investment. Every day you got up and kept going even when it didn't make sense was a deposit. And now the withdrawal is coming. But it won't be a small trickle. It will be an avalanche. Get ready, chosen one, because the very ones who tried to strip you are about to watch you drip in divine favor. And the beauty is this: it won't look like revenge. It will look like restoration. You won't just receive enough to cover what you lost. You will receive more than enough to cover what your children, your family, and your community need. The bankruptcy they tried to force on you is about to flip into generational wealth. The scarcity they thought would silence you is about to birth a testimony so loud it echoes for decades. And let's not pretend. Wealth isn't just about numbers. It's about influence. power, reach. They thought if they bankrupted you financially, they could bankrupt your voice. But the truth is, your voice carries weight even in silence. And when resources are added to it, nothing will be able to stop you. Imagine your vision fully funded. Imagine the projects that once stalled due to lack of resources suddenly overflowing with backing. Imagine dreams that sat on the shelf gathering dust suddenly roaring to life because money is no longer a barrier. That is what's coming. Chosen one, understand this. God isn't giving you wealth to flaunt it. He's giving you wealth to fund it. Fund the vision. Fund the calling. Fund the assignments that have been waiting on resources. While they were busy mocking your failure, heaven was busy aligning your future. That's why the tables are turning so dramatically. The very systems that were used to oppress you are about to serve you. The very people who refuse to open doors are about to watch doors swing wide for you. You will know this blessing is divine because it will come with speed and precision. It won't be something you can credit to hard work alone. It won't be something you can credit to networking. It won't be something you can credit to luck. It will be too sudden, too massive, too orchestrated to be explained any other way than God. And when people ask how it happened, your only answer will be, heaven overfunded me. This is your confirmation. The same mouth that mocked you will be forced to testify about you. The same hands that tried to strip you will clap when they see you rise. The same eyes that rolled when you struggled will widen when they see the scale of your breakthrough. God is flipping the script, and you, chosen one, are the headline. So don't despise the empty season. Don't curse the moments you felt drained. They were the classroom where your character was built. Now you are about to graduate with honors, and your diploma is written in the currency of abundance. What you carry is too big to fail, too sacred to be sabotaged, too chosen to be canceled. They tried to bankrupt you. Now heaven is about to overfund you, and when it happens, don't shrink. Don't apologize. Don't downplay it to make others comfortable. Stand tall. Walk boldly. Wear your testimony like armor, because this isn't just money. This is vindication. This is legacy. This is proof that heaven always has the final say. If this message resonated with you, don't let it stop here. Hit that like button and let heaven know you're ready for the overflow. Drop a comment declaring, "I receive it," and claim your portion out loud. Subscribe and join this community of chosen ones, because here we don't chase clout. We chase confirmation. And share this with someone who needs to be reminded that lack is never the end. It's just the setup for abundance. You're not going under. You're going over. And when the wealth arrives, remember, it was never just for you. You are a vessel. You are a distributor. You are chosen. And heaven's about to prove it.